In this picture, you can see there is a gap between theory and practice in nursing. Like any other skill-based profession, nursing also requires development of a relationship between theory and practice. Clinical teaching is a method to connect between theory and practice. Today's topic is about clinical teaching. We will cover these contents: definition, purposes, principles, criteria, difference between classroom teaching and clinical teaching, factors influencing clinical teaching methods, role of clinical instructor, and responsibilities of clinical instructor. Coming to the definition of clinical teaching, it is a vehicle that provides the students with the opportunity to translate basic theoretical knowledge into learning of variety of intellectual and psychomotor skills needed to provide patient-centered quality nursing care. Clinical teaching is a bridge or vehicle, and it provides the opportunity for the students to practice the theory that they have learned in the classroom setting and to learn variety of intellectual and psychomotor skills. These skills are needed to provide patient-centered quality nursing care. Clinical setting is the place where the students are able to contact with the patient or consumers, and they can test the theories and learn the required skills. Coming to purposes of clinical teaching. Number 1, to learn, provide individualized nursing care in a systematic and holistic approach. In clinical teaching or through clinical teaching, they must be able to provide individualized nursing care, that is systematically and holistically. Clinical teaching should help them to develop communication and interpersonal relationship, because clinical setting is the place where they will come in contact with the patients and consumers and lots of healthcare providers. So they have to develop a communication and interpersonal relationship. Thirdly, clinical teaching or clinical education helps to develop cognitive, affective, and psychomotor skill, as we have seen in the previous slides. Fourth, clinical teaching should help them to learn various diagnostic procedures like X-ray, CT, MRI, etc. Fifth one, its aim is to learn various skill in giving health education technique to the client. And the sixth purpose, to develop proficiency and efficiency in carrying out various nursing procedures. About principles of clinical teaching. First one, clinical education should reflect the nature of professional practice. For example, clinical teaching in nursing should reflect the nature of nursing profession. Second principle, clinical teaching should be supported by climate of mutual trust and respect. In clinical teaching, there are educators, patients, and learners. So, mutual trust must be maintained among these members. Also, the clinical teaching and learning should focus on essential knowledge, skill, and attitude, so that nursing students are able to provide patient-centered quality care. Some guideline the clinical instructors should follow before selecting an appropriate clinical teaching method. First guideline, clinical teaching method must be appropriate to the objectives that the student have to meet. When the students are posted in ward, there are certain objectives for them to meet. So, a method selected by the clinical instructor must be appropriate or must be in accordance with the objectives to be met by the student. Clinical teaching method must be based on the principles of learning. Also, the clinical educator should understand the capacity or the abilities of groups of students, whether they are first year student, second year student, like that. According to the capacity of the learners, she should select appropriate teaching learning method. Next principle or next guideline, the clinical educator should be aware of the availability of resources in order to teach appropriately in the clinic. Also, she should be aware of her ability to use the selected method effectively and creatively. Then only the teaching will be so useful to the students. About the difference between classroom and clinical teaching. Here you have classroom characteristics. Here you have clinical teaching features. In classroom teaching, there is a large group of students, or classroom teaching is offered to a large group of students. Clinical teaching is only a small group of students. In classroom teaching, there is no focus on patient. In clinical teaching method, patient is the center of teaching. In classroom, knowledge is imparted to the students. In clinical setting, there is application of knowledge. Classroom teaching is based on theoretical framework and clinical teaching is based on clinical reasoning. In classroom, teacher-student ratio is large, whereas in the clinical setting, this ratio is small. In classroom learning, students are passive. They are passive listeners. In clinical setting, students are active and they are actively involved in teaching, in learning, and also they learn by doing. So, here the students are less interactive, but in clinical setting, they are more interactive. Coming to factors influencing clinical teaching. Number 1, the group interaction skill, the ability of the teacher to interact with the students and the ability of learners to interact with the teachers. Second, the supervisory abilities of clinical educators. If there is better supervision, there is better clinical teaching. Thirdly, clinical competence and professionalism of the educators. If the clinical educators are able to identify tasks or points for clinical teaching, then the clinical education will be very effective and useful. Also, the clinical educators have to be knowledgeable and they should have high analytical ability so that this education will become effective. Fifth one, organization and clarity of presentation. Any type of teaching will be very effective when the teacher or the presenter should organize the content and there is clarity in conveying the message. Sixth and the last one, effective clinical teaching or effective clinical teacher should be able to stimulate interest in the students and she must be enthusiastic to teach the students. These are the factors that influence clinical teaching or clinical education. Coming to different clinical teaching methods used in nursing. There are 22 different methods. In this section, we will just name these methods. Number 1, client family centered method, observation, conferences. The conferences itself include clinical conference, individual conference, group conference, staff conference, nursing care conference, and team conference. Other methods are bedside clinic, nursing rounds, demonstration, ward teaching, ward class, ward clinic, case study or case presentation, discussion, brainstorming, process recording, laboratory method, health talk, nursing case study, assignments, exhibition, incidental teaching, problem solving, research project, and lastly, field trips. So we have covered almost all the aspects of clinical teaching or ward teaching in this section. In the following videos, we will cover the details of some of the important clinical teaching methods in nursing science. Thanks for watching.